Patriotic Tunes. Throughout U.S. history, patriotic songs have rallied Americans' love for their country. Songs celebrated freedom, built pride, and brought Americans together. Patriotic songs are part of our history and our present. The songs continue to resonate in our culture, says music professor Gerard Floriano at the State University of New York. They stir in us feelings that are important to our humanness, feelings of family, a shared history, and promise for a better future. Here are the stories behind several timeless American songs. The StarSpangled Banner. The War of 1812 gave America the Star-Spangled Banner. Lawyer Francis Scott Key wrote its lyrics right after the Battle of Fort McHenry in 1814. The day before, Key and diplomat John Skinner had boarded a British ship in the Chesapeake Bay to negotiate the release of Dr. William Beanes, who had been captured by the British. The British agreed to release him, but they refused to allow any of the Americans to leave until their planned attack was over. For 25 hours, the British bombarded Fort McHenry. Key spent an anxious night on the British ship. The next morning, he saw that the American flag was still flying. The British attack had failed. A relieved Key started scribbling "Defense of Fort McHenry" on an envelope. After returning to shore, Key's lyrics were printed and distributed. Thus, the flag became an important American symbol. The Star-Spangled Banner became the nation's official anthem in 1931. Battle Hymn of the Republic. Battle Hymn of the Republic was written by Julia Ward Howe. Howe found inspiration for her verses after visiting Union troops in Northern Virginia in 1861. The Atlantic Monthly paid her $5 for the poem in 1862. It became a famous Civil War marching tune and today is one of America's most treasured songs. America the Beautiful. An 1893 hike up Colorado's Pikes Peak inspired Catherine Lee Bates to write her celebratory ode to the nation, America the Beautiful. The poem was published in 1895 and people loved it. In 1904, Minister Charles Barbour joined Bates' lyrics to a hymn that Samuel Ward wrote in 1882. The song was so popular that many people wanted it to become the national anthem of the United States. It covers the whole range of what we are and the majesty of the landscape, notes music professor Caroline Stossinger at the City University of New York. You're a Grand Old Flag. George M. Cohan's first title for a 1906 song from his musical George Washington Jr. was You're a Grand Old Rag. His inspiration came from a chance meeting with a Civil War veteran who still carried a tattered flag from the 1863 Battle of Gettysburg. People thought that the word rag was disrespectful, so Cohan changed the words. The song and his play were a hit. Later, World War I, from 1914 to 1918, cemented the song's place among America's beloved patriotic tunes. God Bless America. Composer Irving Berlin wrote the first version of God Bless America in 1918. However, it sat in a file for 2 decades. Then, in 1938, singer Kate Smith wanted a special song for the 20th anniversary of the end of World War I. Her manager approached Berlin about God Bless America. Berlin dug out the song and updated it. Smith sang it on her November 10, 1938 radio show. It gave hope to a nation still suffering through the economic hardships of the Great Depression. Later, the song's message of peace sustained American spirits during World War II, from 1939 to 1945. God Bless America brought hope to the country once again after the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001.